What's up guys, Mac HD here with another video for you guys. Now today we are going to look into Cod Ww2 and the best sniping spots on each map. These spots are where you want to camp, where you want to like look around, the more secure places, the best spots to actually get some kills, and the best view of the map, all at the same spot on the map. If you guys enjoy this video, please make sure to smash the like button and subscribe button, and stay tuned on future Call of Duty World War II videos. And guys, let's start off with my favorite map on the game, at least in terms of sniping. We got this Gustav cannon, which is like with the big cannon in the middle, obviously. And as you can see here, I brought a map up for you guys, and I painted on it. And the green spots are like the ultimate. It's the best spots that, in my opinion, that are in the game, because as you can see, like on the east side, right there on the east side, you can see like there are two green points or like dots, and those are my favorite spots to actually be in, because like the houses, as you can see, one of them is that the houses and the barns that you usually go up in, they're just a bit too obvious for me. So these are pretty good. Obviously they are a bit risky, but like the east side is pretty good for me. We got the greens are the best on the map. I'm just gonna throw that out there. The green dots are the best places in my opinion on the map. We got the orange ones, which are the worst on the map, but still pretty decent compared to a lot of others. And the red are like the decent spots, the good spots, but not like the top tier spots. So as you can see, we got the yellow in like the more obvious places. That has a lot of like ways to get into it. When you stand in an orange spot, it's pretty risky. You are out there in the open almost every time. The red dots in this case is it's a bit more secure, at least as you can see, like in most of the red dots, they're like in the corners, and it's actually hard for an opponent or the enemy to get close to you and behind you and kill you. If so, you can place a claymore. I don't know what they actually call in this game, because all items got a new name because of World War II. But you can place a claymore behind of you if you are indeed unsecure with your location. But as I'm just gonna recap this real quick. The green spots are personally the best spots in the game, in this map. The red spots are the second best, and the orange spots are a bit too obvious, and everybody knows about them. Guys, let's get into the next map. And up next we got a Dennis Forest. Now guys, we're gonna do this a bit shorter, just because like the other one took like 2 minutes and it was way too long. Now a Dennis Forest is a pretty decent sniper map in my opinion. There are no green spots or dots on the map, just because everything is so open. There are so many roads to get in behind the sniper. The red dots are once again the most secure, and you will often be rewarded by choosing those spots instead of the orange. The orange are way too risky in my opinion, at least in this map, and I recommend to you that you obviously go and pick one of the red dots. As you can see, the spawn points in the domination and in a deathmatch is obviously to the east and to the west, and that's pretty much what's it to it, guys. I think you can recognize this map pretty well. And once again, like the sniping maps this year is not that good, but they're okay, and this is definitely one of the better sniping maps, as there are so many places that you can choose to go. But guys, let's go into the next map. And Flag Tower is up next. Now this is a really bad sniping map in my opinion. There are only 2 red dots on the map, which are the better spots to be in. There are no greens, obviously, just because like greens are so rare, because that's like the most secure place to be and the best place to be. In this case, there are 2 red dots, and those, I would really recommend just going there. If you are playing domination, even that, that's great spot to be. And deathmatch as well. Like there are a lot of traffic between the 2 red dots, which means that you basically can just camp. All the other dots, the orange dots, as you can see on the right side of the screen, those are a bit too risky. Like once again, the 2 in the windows in the middle, people just know about that and will aim and up there and look at that point and spot all the time. So it's way too obvious. and the others are too risky, man. You can go for them if you like really are going balls deep and and just playing so aggressive with the sniper. But otherwise, I would recommend the red dots. And the next is Gibraltar. I don't really know how to pronounce the name, and I'm sure that most of you don't. But if you do, please write it in the comment section, because I really want to learn this. I tried to look it up on the internet, and like obviously it is German inspired, this game, so it's pretty hard to pronounce some of these names. But as you can see, there are a bunch of decent spots here. Now, I just like. This map is pretty hard once again, at least in Team Deathmatch, because people are all over the place. On the south of the map, there are two dots like kind of lining up, up against each other, and those are my favorite spots. The traffic in those spots are not as great as the other spots, but it's the most secure. And if you want to hit that big score streak, you gotta go with them. Obviously, the two dots that are the most north are pretty good as well, because you got a great view of the map, excuse me, which gives you like a step ahead of your opponent. And guys, once again, this map is pretty decent. It is not the best, I reckon. I think there's it's too much chaos. You can't really figure anything out. You can't predict your opponent because they are all over the place. And next up is London Docks. Now, London Docks is like an on and off kind of map. Sometimes it can be really good, sometimes it's so bad to sniping, just because we don't really know where the traffic is going to be. If the traffic is near the dock, as you can see, all the dots are near the dock or at the dock, you're gonna be great. Like this has the possibility or the potential to be a great sniping map. And just like there are a few dots in here. And these are the only the only places to snipe at. You should not go in the right side of the map, because it's like there's too many roads to get in behind of you, to get close to you, and you can't, you don't have that overview or that look, and you will probably get spotted before you spot the opponent or the enemy team. So guys, I recommend going near the dock and snipe from there, because like people can't flank you from the side where the dock is, so you're protected from your left all the time, and or in your back as well. And it's just great because there's not that many like walls to hide behind or anything like that, so it's pretty open, and people don't really think that oh my god, there's a sniper down here. They don't really realize that until it's too late. Now we got Pointed to Hook, and this might just be the ultimate worst sniping map. I mean, this is so bad. As you can see, there are no red dots. I just, in general, just recommend don't snipe in this map. Right now, I'm trying to get diamond on sniper, and I'm actually pretty close to doing that. But I wouldn't recommend sniping this map. There are some orange dots on the map that are pretty decent spots because of the view, but it's way too risky. There are too many roads, and you're not protected at all in any point of time. So guys, don't snipe in this map. That's just my recommendation. Otherwise, if you want to do so, then follow the instructions on the screen. The orange dots are the preferable spots to camp and snipe from. And next up we got Santa Maria. Now this map is actually pretty good to snipe in. You got a lot of possibilities and places to be. Let's go over the red dots first, because those are the better positions. The reason why they are better is because there's only one entrance. There's only one staircase, so it's pretty easy for you guys to place a claymore down there, and you're pretty secure from your back. Like, they can't kill you from behind if you have a claymore set up on the stairs. So those red dots in the houses are probably the best place to be. Otherwise, if you want to take a bigger risk, but you might even get rewarded much more, because it's a pretty uncertain and unlocated and unknown place to be. The red dot in the field, if you just lay down on the ground with the sniper under the wheels of the car, it should be pretty good as well. Only in the north side, as you can see on the map. The orange spots, they're a bit more risky. There are so many roads to actually get in behind of you. The house in the middle, where there are 3 dots in, I think there are 2 or even 3. No, there are 2 entrances. Yeah, to get to the second floor, which means it's pretty hard for you to cover both of them. and you will probably die because it's so easy to get into the house. But let's move on. Next up we got USS Texas. Now this map is pretty good actually, especially if your enemy is putting a lot of pressure on your team. As you can see, the red dots are, as you probably expected, in your own defensive end, and then on the 2 blocks. Like the middle one is the more defensive one. Obviously that is especially if the opponent is putting a lot of pressure on you, and the other one that are like to the south of the map, I guess you would say, on the left side of the ship, is the more neutral spot in terms of like the pressure they're putting on you. The orange spots are way too dangerous. I would never go there actually, but I just have to mention them in this video, obviously, because I'm pretty much featuring every decent sniping spot. The 2 orange in the middle are obviously in the like the control room, as you might say, where you control the ship, and there too, obviously people know about that, and there are so many entrances to these spots. And the orange places on the right side of the ship, I mean, those are just like the vision you actually get there is not enough compared to the risk that you are taking standing there. So the USS Texas, I will just stick to the red dots all the time. I will never go to the orange dots. To round up this video, at last we got Aachen. Now this is a pretty bad sniping map actually, to be honest. There are a couple of decent spots. We got the red spots are pretty decent just because of the amount of traffic on the right and the left hand side are enormous, especially when you're actually on the south side, and you're standing like, or at least lying under the tank and aiming up where the traffic is coming from on the right side. It's amazing, guys. The yellow dots or the orange dots, they are like in the bus, you're actually pretty safe. But once again, it depends on the pressure the opponent or the enemy team is putting on you. The orange dots around the are just like outside of the bus. I will not choose them at all because they're too open. You're out in the open. People can come from all around, and in this map people are all over the place. So I wouldn't recommend that. I would stick to either the bus or the red dots on the map just to be safe, especially if you want to build up that great score streak or kill streak as we all want to do. But guys, that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time.